Today I'm going to teach you how to start taking risks and going into the red or black zone if you are bored of the yellow zone or if you want slightly more silver or fame for the things that you've already been doing for quite some time now. Now I highly advise before you go into the red or black zones, you should have premium already unlocked, your islands going, your guild islands going. You should have at least 1 million on standby, and preferably some maybe faction points built up, so in case you do get killed, you can turn those points into items and sell the items. You just want basically a nice little nest egg in case you die. So let me tell you how to start going into the red zones. You can also apply this to the black zones, but today I'm going to be showing you how to farm a red zone that is nearby a yellow zone. That way we can run to safety if things get bad, okay? So this is Kindlegrass Steppe. It's a level, it's a tier 6 red zone. Now, you want to enter a zone that borders a chest, and you want the storage post to be in a yellow zone or somewhere safe. In the black zone, that would be the portal zone. So, what you're going to do now is you're going to preferably, pay the fee so you can unlock this. And you can see I already have some maps in here. I'm taking along these tier 6 maps. So the way I'm doing this is I'm also wearing a budget build. You can see that I'm wearing just a flat 6 excellent. I'm wearing a 4-2 excellent, a 5-1. I basically bought the highest item power pieces of gear that I wanted for the cheapest, okay? And this is what I found. This set cost me 141,000 silver. The average person that dies in the red and black zones is worth anywhere from 240 to 335,000 silver, including gatherers and bots. So by having a budget set, you basically make the ganker lose in terms of wasting time on you and not someone else. So I'm making sure that all of my passives and abilities are selected before I go into the red zone. But also, I'm going to make sure that I only take the bare minimum amount of equipment with me, which means only 1 food and 1 potion. The rest will be stored here along with all of my other maps. So I'm going to take 1 map with me, because I don't want to die with 9 of those maps on. I don't want to die with anything in my inventory, because your killer will get everything when you die. They will get everything that you're carrying, as well as what is in your inventory. Alright, so by putting it all in that little safety chest first, we're good. We can pop the map, go run the dungeon, put the loot back in the chest, and rinse and repeat. And this is going to be a long play of me doing exactly that. We're going to see how long it takes until I get brutally murdered and lose all of my stuff. So I'm going to pop the tier 6 map next to the tier 6 zone. If I can get the map going. There are no other tier 6 zones bordering Long Shadow Plain other than Kindlegrass Steppe. What that means is that my map is bound to spawn in Kindlegrass Steppe. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it now. Whereas if I was in Kindlegrass Steppe when I popped the map, it could spawn in a neighboring tier 6 red zone. I'm also making sure that I'm faction flagged. I'm checking the bottom right number here to see how many PvPers are currently in the zone. There is currently 1 person flagged for PvP. There is a chest that spawns in 1 minute 37 seconds to the north of me. I'm going to avoid that because I'm in a budget build and it's usually pre-teamers at those chests. You may think as a solo that you can run and snipe the chest, perhaps deep in the black zone during the off hours. You might be able to. I'm also looking for open world mobs that may be worth stopping and killing, because those are very good for fame. But this is more so for silver right now. You really want to avoid doing dungeons, even dungeon maps, because open world mobs are the best place to farm fame. I don't really need either fame nor silver. I'm simply doing this to teach you what it's like to run dungeon maps in a red zone. So remember, we have 1 ganker that's on the map currently. He could be anywhere. His name will appear red to us. In the black zone, everyone is a ganker, so it's up to you. This is our dungeon, so let's go inside. No one really saw us enter except maybe that 1 gatherer, so I don't think he's going to mess with us. He's not going to portal camp or get his buddies to flag outside. We are now inside the dungeon. In a black zone or red zone, you can wait 90 seconds for this to disappear. Because I'm filming a video, I don't feel that's fair to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the dungeon. We're going to see how much we earn in my little budget set, and how long it takes to farm all this stuff. That should blow him up. There we go. Now, I'm not using a cape, so I'm a little bit at a disadvantage, but I'm going to eat my cabbage soup. I'm going to turn on my armor abilities after buffing twice, and that's going to make the enemies deal or rather receive tons and tons of area of effect damage. We have our first item, that's 20,000. We get, like, what, 6 more of those, and we have our entire set paid for, which we will absolutely bank after this map run. That is how we're doing it. I'm also faction flagged so that I get a bonus to fame and loot. So yes, very cool stuff. And I'm just going to kill this guy first. Make sure he's nice and wounded for that crossbow explosion to take him out. These guys, again, not too bad. I have high spec. I'm using a tier 6 excellent bow. Another drop. Not that good. Also, we're getting just random silver. You'll notice I don't have a satchel on, so I'm not being taxed on money. Though I am mostly max spec in everything but my boots. So that is going to combat fame credits, so I will possibly lose silver doing this, but that's fine. You won't, as long as you're not also max spec. But if you're max spec, you're probably not watching a beginner's guide video, unless you hate me for some reason. I know some people watch my videos because they don't like me, and that's kind of weird. It's kind of messed up, you know? Yes, I saw the shrine down there. I'm just going to choose to skip it. I'm just going to keep pushing forward. And let's go ahead and get our armor back pumping again. We want that that passive fire damage to be spewing forth. Very cool. Now remember, this is a budget build. That's why we're taking our time. We're not as fast as our, you know, tier 8.3 yellow zone clearing build. You'll have to excuse me while I clear like everyone else, you know. And yes, I'm aware that me personally, I could afford 8.3 in a red zone, but my reasoning is, why would I want to give that away to anybody? Why would I want to give that away to someone who, just because they have more people than me? Well, that's not fair. That's not fun. That's not cool. You know. So I choose to wear the budget set just like everyone else does. Here we go. We are now at the first boss, and we're gonna go ahead and armor shred them, hit them with everything we got. You can see that the bosses die pretty quickly with our little combo here. And again, it's just a budget build, so it's not like a big deal. And this is just a little wimpy green chest, but even with a green chest, it is worth 26,000 silver. So right now, we are at 49,000 silver. We have 1/3 of our net worth already earned back, so we just have to get it home. And it's not an entire loss just yet. We have not actually profited. Now, my gripe with running maps also is that maps are outdated content in Albion Online. They're not really fresh anymore. They're not really relevant anymore. They're just not that good. They really, even in higher tier zones, people are like, well, you know, you gotta run the higher tier zones and then the maps are pretty good, dude. They're not. They are absolutely not. They are outclassed entirely by farming open world mobs, which is what you should be doing all the time if you need fame. And also, just the regular silver you get from them too is absolutely worth it. So we're going to continue along now, and let's activate our armor here, activate our almonds, so to speak. That really activates my almonds. So, I really need to find people to collab with. I'm getting really, really bored of doing this whole YouTube thing with, like, no friends and no YouTube, like, I don't have any YouTube friends, I don't have any streamer friends. It's getting really old. It's getting really boring, man. Like, I look around and other people have friends. They have, you know, little groupies that they play with. They have their other streamer bros and whatnot, their YouTube bros, but I don't have anybody, and none of them ever even reached out to talk to me. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe they don't like me or something. Maybe they think, maybe they're taking those little Reddit troll posts seriously or something, but whatever. Or, you know what, actually, you know what I think it is SBI is in their pocket, right? SBI owns them. They do what SBI says. They follow the email prompts. I don't even know if they're invited to the conference calls. Probably not. I sit on those sometimes. I got a leaker that leaks me the conference calls. And they do talk a lot of crap about me, the company. Oh, it's crazy. But regardless, maybe they're being told by SBI to avoid me, or not to mention me, or not to befriend me. I don't know what the actual deal is. I don't know what's going on. You can see my health getting kind of low here. I'm just going to turn my armor off, and we can regenerate. It's not a big deal. It's pretty normal, you know, to take some damage while we're in a budget set, in a tier 6 zone. Completely normal, nothing to worry about. We have it all under control here on the Swole Benji channel. But yeah, I would really like to, I don't know, do some collabs with people, but people, I don't know, people just don't like me, or maybe they think I'm too busy, or maybe they're scared Like, I don't know why they would be scared of me. I'm just like a normal dude like everyone else, you know, it's whatever. It does get lonely, though. It's, you know, oh, he pulled me into the silencing poison mist. Look at him, what a Chad. Let's take out this boss real quick. Hit him with all of our little combo here. I'm gonna avoid that spell. And I don't know I'm standing in that. That's actually not good to stand in. I do have potions for this, you know, just in case. But we don't really need it. We're fine. I just, I looked away for a little bit. That's my, reasoning. That is a 4K chest. That's about the same as a Yellow Zone dungeon. Just much, much longer to clear and get to. Alright, we're at like 10 minutes in now. I didn't include actually, you know, riding to get here either. With the teleport home thing, it's not a big deal, but we won't be able to actually use teleport home because we used that stash. I just want you guys to know that. With using that little chest in the Yellow Zone, you know, before we started the dungeon, it locks you out of your teleport home. At least that's what I was told. I haven't actually tried it, but, you know, that's what the patch says. So I'm kind of inclined to believe it. I'm taking big hits here, especially because of the archer. That's okay. I had to cancel my armor, so it makes it a little bit slower to clear, but we're still fine. We're not downed. You really want to avoid being down because the repair bills, yikers. But you can see it's more of a pain in the butt to play this way, and you're barely getting more fame and barely getting more items. It's not a huge differential. It's really not. Yes, in a tier 6 zone you can get tier 8 drops. That's the yeah, you have a higher potential for a jackpot. So what? Does that mean every time you go to the casino you go to the high roller section and max bet everything? I don't think so, dude. I really doubt that. I don't think anyone here does. Otherwise, they'd be dropping fat donations in the comments using the thanks button down below. Anyway, so again, about collabs. You know, like, here's the thing. If someone wants to collab with me, and I thought about making this like a video subject, but you need at least 1,000 subscribers so I can shout you out, okay? At least 1,000. I don't mean, hey, go to Joe McBob's channel because Joe McBob is a cool dude. No, I mean on actual YouTube, I can use an @ function. That's a 19K drop. I can use the actual @ function and @ your channel, which is technically a shout out for your channel that everyone can see in posts, polls, comment sections, the description, and so on and so forth, right? So this is why you need at least 1,000 subscribers. But other than that, I don't care what your subscriber count is because little secret for those that aren't exactly YouTubers or deep into the YouTube game, your subscriber count does not matter. This chest is worth 51, and this worth is 77,000. So all in all, we have earned 119,000 out of 100. Well, I guess our gear got worth less because I don't know why. Our gear went down to 124,000 instead of 140. Very odd. There are no gankers on the map, so we're completely safe to run back and bank this. Not too bad, not too shabby. That was one map. And it took us for our food buff, let's see, our food buff, it took about almost 9 minutes to ride. Well, I'm not even counting riding through the map to enter the dungeon. It took about 9 minutes for one dungeon. Now, I could do about 4 Yellow Zone dungeons in that same time without any stress or worry or actually try-harding, and I believe I can make more than this. Okay, I'm pretty darn sure I can make more than that. But if, you know, this is for people who, they're afraid of their friends, they're afraid of their peers, or whoever they hang out with, judging them for doing Yellow Zones. So this is for you guys that are timid and afraid to own up to the fact that there's no reason to ever really go out here and do this stuff. But regardless, you know, you asked for the video, I'm making you the video. This is how to do it. This is how to safely, you know, do run maps, you know, do red zone content, even black zone content. You just do it this way, and you can absolutely mitigate the risks. There is now 1 ganker on the map. All right, I keep my eye on that little number down there. But back to the collabing. Also, there is Limhurst nearby. They are, you know, they're dog piling in. Now, since I'm also faction flagged, I could be killed by a Limhurst player too, so that number isn't entirely accurate either. Just a reminder. So I am giving it a little bit extra risk. Anyway, back to the collab stuff I've been trying to talk about. I always jump all over the place on subjects, but Your subscriber count doesn't matter as long as it's over 1,000. As long as you're not like a Soul Benji hater and you're just like trying to, you know, film like some lulz cow stuff or something, I'm totally fine with it, okay? You know, I'm looking for people to actually be friends with me and play the game with me and who might have a similar mindset, you know, a similar view on life, you know, because some of these people, they go to these colleges, they get basically brainwashed into thinking all sorts of wild things about anyone who doesn't think like them, and they just go full cancel culture mode. So I'm not looking for people like that. I prefer open-minded people, people who don't read a Reddit post and suddenly hate me for no reason without ever interacting or talking with me, you know? Okay, I forgot to pop the map. I know. I forgot to eat the map. I'm definitely not going to go in here and eat it. It's going to send me to another zone. That's just going to make the video longer, and I don't want to do that. All that I ask is that you have at least 1,000 subscribers so I can shout you out. And all that I ask is that you're actively making videos and they are actively getting an okay amount of views. You don't need a lot of views. You just need more than like 20 or 30 per video. I don't really care about your views per video either, because the way YouTube's algorithm works is once you've played a certain type of game on your gaming channel long enough, your channel is essentially locked in. There's two gankers, is essentially locked in to that game, and so anytime you post a video for that game, you rank pretty high on the SEO chart, meaning if I post an Albion video, I'm bound to get at least the 1 through 15 slot when someone searches Albion Online, no matter what, even if it's about nothing at all. I've even tested this. I've made stupid videos where I don't do anything, or I just say one word over and over and over for 10 minutes, and the algorithm does not care. It sees me as an Albion Online channel, so whatever I post, it gets fed to you guys just for searching Albion Online, or if YouTube thinks that you're interested in Albion Online, you get served the video. But if I was to play some other game, regardless if my audience is into it or not, it will not be served to nearly as many people or nearly as often. And I understand that with YouTube channels. So if you have a game that you play and you're not like an Albion Online YouTuber and you're playing like, I don't know, like some cell phone game or something like Tower Defense or Balloons TD, whatever, you get the point. Then that's, as long as you're getting views, it doesn't have to be Albion views. As long as you're getting views and you're consistently putting out videos. I don't want to collab with channels that haven't put out a video in a month, or 2 months, or 6 months, or 2 years. Okay, that's not a collab. That's you quit YouTube basically. You took a long extended break, and now, like, I'll still hang out and talk with you and stuff. But I'm kind of looking for not just friends but collab partners, too. Someone to do things like my audience. My audience wants me to do Hellgates. They want me to do what is it? Fucking hardcore expeditions. I don't have anyone to do those things with at all. No one cares. No one is interested. No one wants to bother, unfortunately. So, if that's something you want to do and you're down and you're a YouTuber, not Twitch streamers. I have a very dislike of Twitch, the website, not the people that stream on Twitch. I don't care if you stream on Twitch or not, okay? But if you are purely a Twitch streamer and not a YouTuber, I would not be interested, okay? Twitch is a vile website that is operated horrendously, okay? That's my reasoning behind not liking Twitch. I can go deeper into it the more you get to know me, but it's not something I'm willing to talk about right now. It's not that important anyway. I would prefer if you streamed on YouTube. I would prefer if you made YouTube videos to collab with me. That's pretty much it. And maybe you're on the fence about it. Maybe you've read some nasty troll Reddit posts. Maybe you've seen some weird screenshots, and I'm totally down and willing to talk about it. If you want to have a little Discord call with you and your audience where you grill me on the stuff that the Redditors are all saying, I'm okay with that. I don't mind it. I'll sit down and talk with you about it. If you want to clear the air, if you have doubts or you think I'm some sort of villainous evil monster, I'm just a regular gamer that happened to be, grew up in the ghetto. So some of my phrasing and the ways that my brain works is a little different than maybe other people's. But regardless, I am totally down for collabing with fellow YouTubers. As long as it's, I don't know, something not super charitable, I guess. I have a dislike of charity. I know. Oh, here comes the red flags. What the hell are you saying? What, shut the heck up, Sylvester. No. I'm gonna be real. Let me explain. Okay. Let's say you are a poor, like I grew up poor, so obviously. Let's say you grew up in a very poor area. Okay, but you have a work ethic, and you're like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grow a bunch of crops and feed my fellow citizens. So you work hard, you build this farm, you grow your crops, and people can buy the crops, preferably for a fair price, and you're good. But what if some super rich guy comes in, some really powerful dude, and he's just like, hey guys, free food, here you go, have fun. Well, guess what? No one's buying your food. And as a matter of fact, they take the free food, and then they get mad that you're charging for food, and then they attack your village or your farm, or they kill your farm. Okay. It's a form of control. It's also a lot of these rich people use these charities as some sort of tax write-off, so they don't have to give the government as much money. There's a lot of shady stuff with charities. Like, have you ever played Star Wars The Old Republic? There's a guy that, like, begs for money. And the game shows you, if you give him money, you've actually made his life much worse. Okay, I'm not saying don't donate to me. Or am I? No. What I'm saying is that some people use charity as some sort of strong-arm, dominant muscle, weird, like, superiority complex thing, okay? They're not actually... Like, go to someone that claims to be charitable. This is a 8K. And ask them if they would be willing to spend, you know, some time digging ditches for something, or doing some sort of laborious form of charity instead of a monetary form of charity, and they'll all say no. Because it's not about helping others to them, it's about a tax write-off, it's about, I don't know, it's about so many bad things, okay? It's about some sort of dominance or power or flex or show of force. Alright, at least where I'm from it is, and it's sickening, and it's disgusting, so no, I don't want to collab with people for some charity event for some super YouTuber who, at a time where YouTube had a bug where no one could comment, he could. Isn't that a little weird? I'm not gonna say the YouTuber's name, he's a very large and very charitable YouTuber, and, He is not like us in terms of being a YouTuber. He is some sort of he's up on the ladder, the corporate Google YouTube ladder for sure. Okay, he's got special privileges that we don't. He is above us and beyond us, and it's that way for a reason. There's a reason for it, and I'm not like trying to be conspiracy theory mode or anything. I'm legit like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't want him to come kill me. So there you go. I don't want to get killed by by the YouTuber for speaking out. Jeez. Anyway, back to the game. You know, we're just playing the game. Whatever. We got some big and knighty boys here with their big shields. But yeah, collab with me, dudes. I mean, I don't know how many other YouTubers watch. Like, I don't really watch other YouTubers. I used to watch eCourt a lot, but I got too busy. And last time I peeked in on his channel, he was getting sponsors from Raid Shadow Legends. I get a lot of Raid Shadow Legends sponsor offers. I never take them because to me, I'm not gonna tell you to play a game that I don't enjoy or also play. Like, even if they're gonna pay me, okay, which they offer, they offer to pay me, but even if they were gonna pay me $10,000 to say to play their game, I don't like their game. I don't play their game. Why would I tell you to play it? Just because I'm getting paid to? That seems a little dishonorable, but I understand. Okay, I'm not saying what eCourt is doing is, bad in any way. He probably very much needs the money, especially where he lives, okay? So he probably doesn't have a choice. Luckily, I'm not starving to death in the streets, so I kind of have a choice on the matter. And that choice is, I'm not going to shill a game I don't play, because that would be dishonest of me. But given the living situation, live or die, and I didn't have a choice, then yeah. And I get it, it's just some little 30-second ad sponsor placement. I'm very weird when it comes to just things that I like and don't like, so I don't like those. I don't know, I just haven't watched this channel since, that's all. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see, that was 11K? But, I used to actually make, like, fake Discord accounts and go into other people's Discord servers to see if they're talking smack about me, and almost all of them do. Let's see, there really wasn't much like, that dungeon was a complete flop. We got 12K in loot and some silver bags. It's not a lot. And look how far we have to run down to secure it. With 3 gankers on the map, we could die here and the video could end. Man, I hope. I can only hope, alright? Because this video is getting cringe. I'm sitting here, you know, bashing charity for my own weird reasons, and sponsored videos, and giant super YouTubers who somehow have, you know, influence in the food distribution industry, and a lot of other creepy connections somehow. And they have a special YouTube account where when everyone else's comments are disappeared, theirs still works. And where they just throw money away that's literally, when you follow the money, it's from the government. Like, what's up with that? It's kind of weird, isn't it? And talking about it, you know, puts me in great risk of, you know, puts my safety at risk. But, you know, if I suddenly stop uploading one day, then you know that I got killed by a person who is a dude, and is, someone died right next to me, huh? What? I'm gonna check this out. Maybe not. Yeah, oh, little 5'1" warbow guy out here killing people, okay. Yeah, you get him, dude. You go get him. How'd you die to that? How do you die to warbow? You just run away, you just dodge. You just dodge and weave. That's kind of funny. Okay, but yeah. A dude that is rather ferocious in an animalistic way. We'll keep it at that. I think you know who it probably is. But what do I know, right? I'm just your average goofy weirdo 4chaner. Okay? And maybe that's why people don't collab with me. They're scared of that word. The word of 4chan. They're like, ooh, 4chan bad. 4chan not good. And it's like, no, it's mostly bots these days. And hey, there's the ganker. He's banking. He is running back to bank his recent kill. Look at him go. That would be a fun video to make. But hey, I don't know. Maybe someone like Alganage can take me out in the field and teach me how to gank people or something, huh? I like his channel. He's a cool dude. He doesn't really talk though. I don't know if he knows full English, but I like his videos because it's just him and he kills people, and that's pretty neat. And I wish I could make that content, but you know, every time I try to make that I didn't pop the map. I got too busy talking. Dang. Anyway, every time I go out to try to kill people, it takes me all day. It takes me a full day to get like 30 seconds of footage. And it's just not economically feasible to be working that long for 30 seconds of footage that will do nothing, and the algorithm won't appreciate it, so whatever. Maybe one day I can save up enough money and invest it or something, and then I can just be set, and then I can make whatever the hell I want instead of what I have to make. You know, because I'm chained to this rock, this desolate place. There is one ganker on the map. There's one ganker on the map. He's ganking wherever he might be. Swole Benji, question mark? Is that you? Well, I mean my name. He's gonna follow me in the dungeon. What's he got? 5'2" cleaver. I could maybe fight. No, he's got invisibility. I don't think I could fight that. I'm gonna try to run ahead here. Yeah, he's following me in, fucker. Well, he's in the video now. He made it in the video. But yeah, that's another thing too. Your maps can be stolen, okay? Your maps can absolutely be stolen from you, which I can out DPS him. I'm not afraid of that. He can flag up and fight me for clout or something. He might be doing that right now. But this number at the bottom will turn to a 1 if he's flagging up. So I'm going to keep a little eye out for that. Make sure he's not being a little sussy baka. You know what I'm saying? I think he might have given up, maybe? I don't see his nameplate. I'm pretty sure he's, maybe he ran off. I don't know. He asked if it's me. Well, it is. You'll see the video if you're a fan, if you're subscribed, I guess. I don't know. If the Beast Man doesn't get in that... Okay. The Beast of the Mister doesn't kill me first. Why would he watch me anyway? Okay, this is not good, man. We actually clumped them up really nicely, so that is good. Alright, we took them down. I still have my food buff for a little while. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Is this a legendary or a purple boss we're going to? It's been a while, but it might be purple boss? Yeah, it's a purple boss. Cool. Purple boss, activate. And yeah, we're just gonna fight him normally. Not a lot going on here. And then he's gonna do that. A little slashy, spin slashy, whatever. We're completely fine here, okay? Because we can do this, do that, do that. Hit him with the armor shred. Hit him with more explosions. Now he's gonna grow big. We throw this out. Again, totally fine. We have the budget build to do it. We have the spec to do it. It's absolutely easy. Easy peasy. We did it. I'm still looking at this number down here. Okay, we got 341,000. From what? This armor? This armor is only 21,000. What the hell is 341? That's not real. That's not fucking real. This, oh, the royal armor. Duh, okay. Well, that's a jackpot. I'm still looking at this number, making sure he's not flagging up on me. See, is the paranoia worth it? I can get this drop in tier 5s. Just because it dropped into tier 6 doesn't mean that it always will. It doesn't mean that, you know, yeah, sure, you can get slightly luckier in the red zones, slightly more. But in the time that I spent, you know, doing these red zones, I could have done so many more yellow zones. We just now got the 1,250. Yeah, I'm definitely progressing slower. I could have actually progressed my faction standing way faster in yellows too. So, but people want me to do this, so that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm out here today. For the people, that's what they want to see. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. I can skip those guys, right? I don't have to fight them. I can just teleport behind them and then go down the next floor. Yeah, even in other games, it's... Man, let's talk about New World for a while, okay? For those that have followed my channel for a very long time... Man, this is bad. I really shouldn't have engaged this damn statue. Without my cooldowns, whatever. Here, let's try to finish him off a little faster, use our armor shred, which is a big mana dump. I don't like doing it, but... Okay, I hate the statues, sorry. We're on the second floor now. Hopefully he didn't floor skip, because I did take a fork in the road. So that guy could have skipped to this floor and killed the boss, and I'm basically clearing it for him for free. That wouldn't be cool. Also, people should know that I'm muted in the game. I can't reply to people that are like, Swole Benji, is that you? You know, I would say, yeah, man, what's up, dude? Hey, what's going on? But I can't. I'm muted. I am not allowed to type in the game. The game doesn't let me communicate. Like, what the heck? It's been like 2 years. Unmute me already. Jeez, what the hell? Man, they muted me when I was a little baby channel. You know, when I was planning on not surviving this long in real life. My ticket to die was like very soon, so it didn't matter if I was muted back then. But now it's like, well, I guess I lived. I guess I'm still alive. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about New World for a while, because people like to watch these long play videos and listen to a story. New World, oh boy. Okay, so New World was pretty cool at the start, right? I had just gotten out of the hospital, near-death experience, of course. I think I made a video trying to help Professor Pew Pew get his channel back at the time. That was before I went to the hospital, by the way. So, if you watch that video, you can see how sick I was. I was very, like, on the deathbed sick. I can't tell you what the sickness was because, again, YouTube reasons. But you know the one. It's the one that everyone's, you know, doesn't want to talk about and stuff. Okay. Yeah. You know the one. Starts with a C. Sort of. Yeah. You know it. I don't have to be too explanatory on it. Okay, now that we don't have the threat of a ganker, I'm gonna go ahead and start using my Spectre Jacket more. I don't have food buff. Oh, that's bad. Should really not use this without food buff. I don't have the food on me, so now, yeah, this is awful. We're gonna have to regenerate naturally instead of with our cabbage soup. So no more Spectre Jacket until we get that settled. Anyway, so yeah, New World. I get out of the hospital. I'm like, hey, I'm still alive. I get to play New World. Yay, New World's gonna be so cool. But I'm also like, you know what? I've been solo in like mostly World of Warcraft, Albion. Let's not be solo this time around. Let's just find a group of lads to play with. So, me and the homies, we're in the Discord, and we're trying to figure out what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go? What is the plan? We don't want to be alone. I don't have enough fans to make my own guild at all. I know that sounds so freaking weird, and I thought the same thing. The whole reason I made a YouTube channel is to make friends. Okay, that's the entire reason that I did it. That I'm still doing it. That I'm doing it right now. It's the whole reason. Is that I don't want to be alone. Okay. Yoink that. There we go. And one of our Discord users, who mysteriously disappeared never to be seen again, which is really weird. He's like, hey, what about this guild? Because we were actually talking about the particular guild. I'm not gonna mention it because cancel culture. But yeah, we were talking about it, and we're like, man, I bet they're still out there somewhere. I know the crap that happened to them in World of Warcraft was messed up. But they're still out there. They're just, I don't know, they're either hidden away or, like, their websites were all taken down, their Discords were all gone. You know, they were basically just in the deep, burrowed. But not really. Their Discord was actually up. I just didn't know where the hell to go to find it. But he was in their guild, and he was like, yeah, man, let's go. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, indeed. So I get in there, and everyone else, like, this is, I don't, like, okay. Everyone else just had to type a few little sentences into the access request channel. But me, I had to hop on voice and have a full-blown vocal interview, and it's like, why am I different, you know? Like, what the hell? I don't know. But anyway, it's like, okay, well, regardless. Oh wow, they added voice chat to the Banshee. She's never said that before. You are not the first. At least I've never heard her say it. I didn't even know it was a her. I guess I haven't been paying attention to the ghost anatomy. Another purple chest. Let's go. 122k. Here's this 5-2 claws. What am I? No, I don't want to equip the Great Hammer. Ew, get off. Greatest Hammer 2, still my favorite PvP Albion video of all time. Greatest Hammer 2. Yes, very cool. Actually met that dude in Arena a few times. He's always playing Arena. How many gankers we got? 3. Oh boy, and we gotta go bank our 488k. This is where it's gonna start feeling bad, is when we die with all this loot on us, okay? That's where it's not gonna be good. We're at 38 minutes now. 38 minutes. Yep, I'm watching that bottom of the screen. Anyway, so it's like, oh, okay, so we start playing New World, and it's not as many people as I had remembered, but it's still fine. Because eventually they build up a nice Zerg, and we're Zerging around. We have like 100 dudes, you know, just camping outside of towns and blowing people's heads off and stuff. It's pretty neat, you know, leveling entire forests in seconds, you know, kind of neat. But then like a month in, everyone quits. Everyone just got bored of New World, and they all quit, and they left leadership to some weirdo guy that like has his own little inner circle with a bunch of other weirdos, and I don't know, they didn't like me, so, you know, of course they got rid of me as soon as they could. But here's also the sad part, is I had a little, you know, had some group of acquaintances that would hang out with me and talk with me in Discord, but after New World, they all just dumped me. They all just ghosted me. I never heard from them again. It's really upsetting, kind of sad. It's like, should I have ever played New World in the first place? I don't know, it's just really scuffed. It's like, man, what the heck? Why you do this? And now that New World's over, like, the remaining members that are there, they all just, I don't know, there's a lot of infighting, and I just worry about it, because I don't know if they're just shooting the shit, or if they legit, like, here's the truth, okay? I grew up poor, I grew up in the ghetto. Most of these, okay, all of them, every single one of them, grew up in decent neighborhoods and wealthy parents with houses, and they all got decent, high-paying jobs. And I did it again. I did it again where I didn't use the map. Oh, such a bad habit. But yeah, so it's like I'm on a different caste system than these guys. I'm on the poor people caste, and they are on the rich upper middle class caste. And they don't, like, I'm not their equal. I'm like their little weird YouTube pet, I guess, that they just kind of tolerate or something and keep around because I'm a YouTuber. So I don't know if being a YouTuber has actually helped my situation to make friends or anything. Another thing was the YouTube channel was basically just a way to, like, preserve memories, I suppose, in the chance that I had died, so to speak. Basically, had I, you know, fallen ill and succumbed to death, or my illnesses, whatever the word is, then those that still know me can look me up and listen to my voice and something. It's just something to leave behind, because I don't build things, I don't own things. Instead of just turning into dust, which is what people in my caste get turned into when they die. They just get turned into dust. Whatever, I don't care, I'll be dead. You know, it sucks, man. Like, so I want to leave behind something, okay? But I pulled through. I managed so far so good, I guess. And then the YouTube channel, you know, it got randomly popular too. Another reason I made this specific channel was it was part of my bucket list to just to have a completely fully geared World of Warcraft Classic rogue. Like, I never got to really do that in Classic or in Vanilla, okay? Because the expansions came out and I never made friends and I never raided with people, and it was just, I don't know, man. Like, gaming was a mistake, I think, I feel like, but nothing else I can do. You can't practice music without a livable area where you don't bother 10 million people also living in the pods next to you. So, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't mean to make like a little weird depressing Albion video, you know? Maybe it's just the red zone getting to me, okay? But the YouTube channel was to have some sort of leverage in order to maybe appear popular enough to others so that I might be liked enough to be invited to raids so that I could get geared in World of Warcraft. And I actually succeeded in that. I managed to act like a normie long enough to get geared, and I was at one point the second highest gear scored Horde rogue in the world for WoW Classic, and that's just another one of my gaming achievements I can put out there, and 10, 20, 30 years from now I can be like, yeah, remember WoW Classic? I was the second highest gear score Horde rogue in the world, and everyone's gonna be like, I don't give a shit. I don't care, man. Just pass the pink jelly, gel, goop, insect bars, whatever we're eating in the future. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be insects. I will never eat the bugs. I will not live in the pod. Oh, I forgot to bring food. Oh no, my health regeneration. I better turn off my armor and actually dodge boss mechanics instead of face tank them. Dang it. See, I'm so forgetful. Why do I even... My brain just melts, man. Whatever. Maybe I deserve it. Okay. Going through the loot, I didn't even see how much that was worth. At least 3k. 5k, I think that was a 5k chest. I don't know why I dodged the rat poison, it's not like it hurts. I didn't really combo that attack right either. Yeah, anyway. Dang, what was I talking about? Brain melting, that's for sure. Oh yeah. So again, the YouTube channel did help me succeed in that endeavor, and I was able to get a fully geared tier 2 rogue with the tier 1 bits to make the combo complete, and the items from some side dungeon that allows me to basically one-shot everyone that isn't in full tier 3. Then the server I played on died, and then I went to Faralina to mess with streamers, and that was a lot of fun for a little while until everyone quit, including the streamers, where they just wouldn't leave dungeons and instances anymore. They just hung out in dungeons and instances the whole time. But man, it was absolute hell. Having to wake up with alarm clocks to meet raid times, and having to pretend to be normal around normal people was soul destroying. And oh, red buff, yes, red buff indeed. It was absolutely soul crushing. Okay, I don't recommend that to anybody ever, to pretend to be someone that you're not. Holy crap, it was such a stress, and it was such a relief when I finally got that last piece of gear, and I was like, I can say whatever I want now. I can act like I truly act normally. I don't have to pretend to be some normal office person that works in a normal job. Oh, it was such a weight off my chest. And of course, 3 days later, I was gone. I was G-kicked out of a guild I was in for 9 months. Yeah. And, it only took 3 days to undo 9 months of brolationships, man. But, you know, I don't know. It's not like I didn't do anything mean or bad to anybody. That's the thing, though. I just, you know, was a little bit more outspoken about what I like and don't like. That's simply it. You know? Here's the thing, okay? The guild, that guild in World of Warcraft they were pizza fanatics. They loved their pizza. And let me tell you a little secret about pizza. Listen, get close, turn up your volume. Make sure you're wearing headphones for this. Don't let other people hear it. This is very serious. I want you to know. I want you to know this right now. And I understand if you unsubscribe after I say this. I understand if you never watch me again after I say this. I like pineapple on my pizza. Yes, that's right. I very much advocate for pineapple on pizza. I'm not joking. I am very serious when I tell you that I find pineapple on pizza to be tasty, enjoyable, savory, to the saltiness, or to the sweetness. I think it complements the pizza perfectly. I don't care what the media says. I don't care what Gordon Ramsay says, or whoever, it's some fancy pizza YouTube channel says. I do not care about their opinions on pizza. I like pineapple on pizza, and I'm, ooh, 128k. Nice. So, because I like pineapple on pizza, they did not like me anymore at all. I was not human to them after that. After I had revealed that little secret to them, all bets were off the table. Every nice deed I did, every raid, every time I showed up early to raids, brought materials, buffed other people, gave them money, in-game money, not real money, to you know, like buy materials or to help them get their class quests completed. All of that was thrown out the window the second I told them I like pineapple on pizza. They discriminated against me because of my food tastes, and you know, they got rid of me. So, well, that, and I mess with bots, and they for some reason had some sort of weird respect for the bracket stacking bots. That was a thing. I was trying to stream snipe people on my own server, not in my own guild, just in other stupid guilds that no one ever really cared about. Like why do they care about other guilds when they're not in their own guild? Because there was no alliance left on the server. It was just hordes, so I would see if I could mess with people on my own faction, you know? And that's pretty much it. Every once in a while, I'll make a random Discord account and peek inside and see what they're doing, and they still talk about me. Like, every 2 weeks, they throw my name out there, and they're like, so Benji, You know, like anytime something bad happens to them in whatever game they're playing, they think it's me doing it to them. I'm not joking. They think that I'm like, I became some sort of weird boogeyman to them. Or they think that any misfortune in any video game that they're playing, that even games I've never played or touched or have no intention of playing, I keep getting these damn purple ghosts on my maps. This is like 3 in a row now. It's weird. Weird, isn't it? But yeah, they blame me for it. They're like, this is a Swole Benji alt doing this to us, you know? And they're paranoid when they hire new people for their guild. They're like, is this Swole Benji pretending to be someone else? Like, it's like, because I like pineapple on pizza, I've become some sort of creature in the night. I don't know, man. It's really crazy, but the fact that I revealed I like pineapple on pizza caused them to like try to figure out who I am in real life, and if I had a job that they could get me fired from, and all sorts of mean stuff. And for what? I was like their best friend for 9 months. I really don't understand. It's really messed up. This is a 56k chest. 56k. That's a fun number. 56k dial-up. 56k dial-up indeed. All right. How have I not been brutally murdered yet? I don't know, but there's 0 gankers right now, so that's pretty cool. Most of the time, ESP hackers will come in with their ESP hacks and see that you're in a dungeon and then murk you for it, but maybe there's less people playing now, and that might be why. I don't know. But either way, we're having some success doing this, so I guess the video worked out either way, because we're getting nice little mini jackpots that you normally wouldn't get. That's an enchanted mob. We're gonna take him out because that's free fame. Yep, that is free fame. That guy is worth 8k. Not bad, but again, guilds of mobs are like 9 to 10k that are the same enchantment, so it's whatever. With satchel, that is. With satchel, mind you. With satchel. It's always with satchel. Anyway. We're gonna go bank and get another map, and don't let... I know this is not a live stream. I know this is a video, and I'm literally talking to myself, but don't let me forget the food. Don't let me forget it, because I always forget. Always. Always and forever forgetting food. That guy has nasty reputation that I just passed by. He had the red skull above his name, so he's been ganking. He's been PvPing, that's for sure. He can flag up at any time. Alright, let's go bank this and continue our journey. Continue our farming. But yeah, you know, that late into Classic, you know, getting G-kicked, and then it's like the whole server didn't like me because I was messing with the bots. They're bots! Everyone should be messing with them. Why am I like the only one standing up to these criminal bots, you know, and putting them in their place? People would even come out and try to defend the bots, even have characters on the Alliance side, even though there wasn't an Alliance, it was literally the bot owners trying to defend against it. But I'm a World of Warcraft rogue. You can't defend against a rogue. Rogues are, that's just how they're designed. It's by design, okay? It's by heckin' design that I can go invisible and just attack anyone I want in World of Warcraft. It's that simple. But yeah, like the rest of WoW Classic, it wasn't fun. Didn't have guild, you know, no real friends. It's just, and even before that guild, like just every little happening before that was just absolute stress and misery, and it just wasn't fun. You know, I should have just laid down and died, and just not bothered with it. You know, just like, well, it was a good run, but right, just hit the respawn button, hit the Isekai button, hit the well, let me, you know, join a magical universe button or something. Then, of course, I played other games, but same thing. It's just endless loneliness. I don't know, man. And now I'm trying to get into Star Citizen, which is a, you know, you need people to play with on that game, because playing solo, it's pretty boring, and it's not even really a game yet. It's still just a stupid alpha tech demo, but it's what people are playing. But again, I don't know if I'm just a little YouTuber pet for some guild, or if people genuinely like me, because no one really talks to me, and no one really plays with me, except for the guild leader sometimes. But even then, I feel like it's like a hassle when I'm around. Like, I'm just a burden to everybody. And isn't that like a thing that's been psychologically profiled? Is that imposter syndrome, where you feel like you're just making everyone's day worse or something just by existing? I don't know, man, but the point is that if you're a YouTuber, like I feel like here's another. Let's talk more about the YouTube and the collabing thing. Like, I have hit up many other YouTubers, even when they are much smaller than me, and some have massively outgrown me over the years. But it seems like everyone that does YouTube is just too busy to either talk or be friends or hang out or play, or they just don't want to. It's kind of like here's the thing, right? It's kind of like this in real life. You meet a cool kid at school, or maybe a girl, and you're like, hey, you want to hang out? You want to hang out? And they're like, oh, well, I'm kind of busy. You know, maybe tomorrow. And you're like, okay, yeah, sure. And then tomorrow rolls around and like, oh, well, yeah, you know, this thing came up, and yeah, I can't hang out today. How about tomorrow? And you're like, yeah, okay. And then they just keep doing it. They keep stringing you along, or you text them, assuming you had a cell phone, which I don't have a cell phone, but if you had a cell phone, you would obviously text them, and they just don't reply. They just nothing. And like, you see that they read your message, but nothing. Absolutely no reply, you're not even worthy of a response. You are so down in the dirt beneath them that they don't care about you. They won't even respond. That's how worthless you are to them, right? And with these small baby channels, even the ones that outgrew me and the ones that don't, that's how I've been treated by basically everyone that I've tried to buddy up with. And you know, they don't come to me. They're not hanging out with me, you know, because I'll show them all the attention they want. But I go to them, I join their Discord, and I'm like, oh, hey, Zolbin, what's up? Oh, yeah, man, hey, check out these metrics, these YouTube things. Yeah, very cool, right? Yeah, hey, you want to play a game? And they're like, no. But you're playing it with these guys now, yeah. Well, can I come? No. Why not? Well, I don't know, just whatever, man. Like, busy making video, you know, like, oh. You want to like collab? And they're like, not right now. And then like a week later, nope, still don't. Hey, I just got this game that you're playing, and here's some cool video ideas and tips, and I can even help you record and be a target dummy if you want to test stuff out. And they're like, oh, well, maybe if I want to make a video on that subject, sure. And then, you know, like a day later, they make a video on that subject, and then they have someone else that's their target dummy, and it's like, oh, well, at least I gave them the idea for the video, you know, like, and I get it, or I don't get it. I'm not like, I'm not too pushy, I'm not too crazy, I'm not too creepy. What's going on, man? Like, I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, I just want to give up, but that's why I'm here on this video, talking to you guys while I farm dungeons that I don't need to farm to show you guys that eventually I'm going to die in the red zone and lose it all, but at this point I've already made like 5 or 6 times what my set's worth, so, yay! Yay, we have a happy video, right? A little happy, non-ganker murder video, I guess. I really should get a better cape now, because I'm having mana problems spamming all these Q spells. Oh well. I don't know what to do, like, here's another story for you, why not? Okay, so V Rising was, you know V Rising, right? Big Lips McGee went off to go play V Rising, okay? V Rising was, you know, this supposed to be the next big thing. A bunch of Albion people dropped Albion for a while, they're gonna go play V Rising. It's basically the same controls, but it way more snappier PvP, and so on and so forth. It's kind of like vampire over-the-top Rust. You know the game Rust, where you build bases and you kill each other? It's like that, but without guns, you have spells and vampire weapons and stuff. Yeah. So, you know, I joined the V Rising Discord, and I follow all the Discord rules in the V Rising Discord, okay? And give me a sec here. Let me check on something in real life real quick while I do this. Alright, so, So I follow all the V-Rising Discord rules, but there's a lot of people that don't like me from the Albion communities, like I said, right? Because a lot of these Albion Redditors and Albion... I'm not even going to kill her because it's a tome chest, so we're skipping that boss. But a lot of these Albion Redditors, Albion Discord users, right? You know, they saw a Reddit post and they just hate my guts. They've never played with me, they've never talked with me, they've never had a discussion with me. They've never gotten to know me. They just heard a rumor, read a rumor. One guy said this, so they just take their word for it, and their mind is made up. I'm a bad guy immediately to them. So what happens? Well, I joined the V-Rising Discord, and I post my videos in the video section, in the tutorial section, like every single other YouTuber is doing. And while their, you know, videos that are posted are getting, like, barely any replies or none at all, mine are getting, like, 50. Like 50 replies of people calling me names and people saying that I'm awful and blah 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 and all this mean stuff. But hey, I've been on the internet since the 90s, dude. Like, words don't hurt me. I don't care what someone calls me at all. Okay, it doesn't hurt me. It's funny. It's kind of funny, right? I respect freedom of speech. You have the right to call me bad names. Okay. Whatever. If that's what you want to do, it's your loss, man. Like I said, it's your loss. But anyway, so these guys are just bombing every thread on Discord for the V-Rising Discord server, and I'm there like, well, I guess the moderators will clean it up eventually, and they don't really clean it up. They just close the thread. They don't close anyone else's thread, they just close my thread, and they don't delete any of the mean messages. And they tell me, hey, when this happens, you know, give us a holler, we'll deal with it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to snitch. I'm not a snitch, I ain't gonna snitch, I respect freedom of speech. I tell them this, I'm like, I'm not snitching on them. You know, I know they're breaking the rules, but it isn't my job to do your job to apprehend people breaking the rules, for one, okay? I really should use... Oh, I messed up the order! I messed up the order 3 times there. So anyway, I keep making threads just like every other YouTuber is in, you know, that Discord server. And the guys keep coming along and shitting up the threads, and I think it's funny. It's whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't care. The amount of impressions I get on YouTube far exceeds that of the entire Discord server anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I have access to it or not. It's their loss, it's not my loss. Anyway... So eventually the mods, 8,000, that's 16k, 17k rounded up chest. Eventually the mods, well, they banned me. And the reason why they banned me is that my mere presence makes them uncomfortable. Not the mods, it makes certain people on the Discord uncomfortable. So here's what they did. They chose to save about 50 people who broke the rules consistently, and not punish them, not ban them. I think they banned 2 out of the 50. That was like 2 people out of the 50. For the reason that just me existing there makes them uncomfortable. Isn't that funny? That is wild. That is wild to me. And also because I wouldn't snitch on them. They were like, well, these guys are breaking the rules, and we told you to snitch on them, and you won't snitch on them. So that's not a reason on their server for a ban at all. I mean, I can change my IP and get back in there in like a minute and keep posting videos on some dummy account. Right now, though, the internet I have, it's kind of sketch, and I have health issues, so I'm kind of homebound and can't go anywhere. And also, my car is dead because I didn't drive it in like 2 months. So apparently, I didn't know this, but if you don't drive a car for 2 months, the battery dies. No one ever told me this. I never realized this, but because of my health issues, I am pretty much hobbling around on one leg, and yeah, it's not good. But also, I've just been so busy with YouTube that I never drove anywhere. So my car is dead. I do have like a little car battery charger thingy. I just gotta plug it into a wall and get that juiced up, and then I can go out there and jumpstart my car and take it to a mechanic, because I don't have tools, and I don't know anything about cars at all. Especially the fact that if you don't drive it in 2 months, the battery just dies. Apparently driving the car charges the battery. That doesn't make any sense. How does that work? Like, the wheels spin and you get battery juice? I don't, whatever. I'm not gonna try to understand it, okay? I'll just accept it. The fact that I'm being punished for not driving. Okay, it's weird. Whatever. You know, like, okay. So I have to sit here and wait for my body to heal my foot. There's absolutely no way I'm going to a hospital over it because, well, that would cost all of my money, and I don't have insurance, and the place where I live, the part of the world I live in, is not free healthcare. It's not even close to free. So I am basically forced to endure until either my body recovers or it just gets to the point where it starts turning black and falling off. Then I have to go to the hospital because I don't, you know, I need my legs. Anyway, so far I'm kind of recovering. Some days are better than others, but whatever. Anyway, once that heals, then I can charge up my car, assuming the weather isn't absolute garbage and is drivable, and then hopefully I can get the vehicle there. And here's the thing, right? Say I hobble, or like I can still hobble around, okay? Like if there's a fire, I can probably limp my way out of danger. If I have to run from zombies, I'm basically dead. But if I decide to drive a car to a repair shop, and then the car doesn't make it to the repair shop, I'm essentially dead. And there's 7 gankers. This is really risky. I'm grabbing. What is it? Ain't nothing. I don't like that there's dead bodies near my dungeon. I don't like that there's 5 gankers either. Like, I stopped paying attention for a sec. I started lacking. You know, you lacking, bro? You ever see those tweets? You ever see those videos of the dudes? They're all armed. They're all armed with guns. They're like, you lacking, bro? And they all, like, pull out their gat. But here's the thing. Like I said, if the car doesn't make it to the repair shop and I don't have a good foot to walk on, then that's game over. I don't have a cell phone. Okay? Like, that's a game over. Roll credits, it's over, you know? There's no way I can hobble tons and tons of miles to get anywhere. I would just get ripped apart by the weather. Okay? Whatever, though. So, I gotta heal, and then I can get my car fixed, and then, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Fuck. And then I actually have to drive it every once in a while, or the battery dies, apparently. That's just more work. It's just more work. Whatever, though. Guess it's better than no car, huh? I mean, it's a little beater car. I think the Blue Book value on it's like $400. Not even joking. It's like, I don't know. I don't really get donations anymore. I used to get donations, but not lately. Everyone just, after New World happened, all the donations just dried up. I guess I don't know what New World did to them, but they just up and left. I don't know. It's crazy. And I'm talking about money. I'm not talking about games. Okay. I got gifted Diablo Resurrected. My bad. So that's really cool. Thanks, Scarns. Thanks for that one. Very, very awesome of you. And I got gifted 2 ships in Star Citizen, so I can start playing that. That's really neat. Really cool. And yes, very awesome. I don't remember their names because they're interesting names, so I'm sorry. I would have to look it up. It's like Lima Gilu and Stinkheimer or something. I'm sorry, man. I'm just gonna skip that mob, go to the next floor. Anyway, what was I talking about before Burger King foot lettuce and not having car charged batteries and whatever? I don't remember. I can't like rewind the footage because I'm still recording it, obviously. Well, I could be playing anything else right now, but I'm playing Albion Online because that's what you guys want to see, and I die if I don't. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in. If I don't play this, I die in the real world. Isn't that... You would be like, well, hey, you get to play video games. It's so cool, dude. Wow. But no, I think I'd rather like build houses or, you know, put out fires or something. I don't know, man. But I'm not allowed to do those things because my brain no worky so good. And because Brain No Worky's so good, people know likey me. I don't know, I'm talking in weird baby speak, but it's whatever, man. Just deal with it. You're already too invested in this video. Don't click away. We don't know how long. I don't know how much longer this is going because it's being filmed live. Right, the beans. 410,000. It's like a really hot day here. It's like 15:39 UTC. Is that when everyone starts dumping everything from the black market? Again, I haven't gotten any specific tier 6 zone drops. Okay, like this can drop in a tier 5 zone just fine, just as often as it is now. But hey, you know, we're hitting it pretty big. I will say, like these little jackpots are not bad. It's not bad. And I'm not even being super efficient at clearing. I keep having dead air. I'm sorry, I'm not consistently rambling throughout the entire time. It's just I'm kind of tired, but I haven't been sleeping good lately either. It's hard to sleep when your foot is just constantly trying to kill you. You know, it's like, hey, I'm a foot, you're gonna die. And it's like, touche. Take pain meds, pass out. Okay, wake up. Foot is still there. Hey, yeah, I'm still wounded. Get wrecked, kid. Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked, the rest of my body. Haha, lol. You have to walk on me. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Have fun with that. Yep. Very fun, indeed. And I guess part of it is possibly because my diet is so poor of beans and rice. Another purple. I'm getting a lot of purple chests today. Like almost all purple chests. Very nice. It's very cool. I think we can probably cheese this. Can I not explode on that? Thank you. Okay, I'm draining health faster than he is, so I'm gonna cancel my armor. We still managed to hit him pretty hard. We got the armor shred on him. Down. Why would he's trying to kill me, but he's warning me not to stand in places? It's a little sus muggus. You know, maybe he's possessed. Oh, I didn't even see that mine. Maybe he is possessed and he's like trying to help me. Trying to help me beat him. I don't know. Whatever, this is only 50k, so yeah. Alright, let's transport this bad boy back. This 400k battle bracer. Why would someone buy a 6.2 anyway? Just buy 6.3, just buy 7.3. I don't know why people buy the things they do, but whatever. There's 2 gankers on the map. And we're gonna haul our butts back and stash this. Yep. Just a stash, and we're at 1 hour and 12 minutes. Not too bad. We have 188,000 in silver bags. My combat fame credits have knocked me down to 100,000. That's not really that bad. What is my combat fame credits at? 23 million. That's awful. I was at like 20 million, I think, when I started. So 3 million combat fame. Ugh. It's not ever gonna beat open world mobs. Okay, it's not gonna beat open world mobs at all. But it's a little something. I don't know. I think I started at 22 million. I really don't know. I didn't check. My bad. What about our faction PV? Our faction points were only at 3,000? In 1 hour? Ew. I can easily clear over 5k in 1 hour in yellows. So that's suffering. That is no bueno. Oh, I want Mexican food so bad. Man, you ever get hungry when you hear a nation's music? Like if you hear Asian music, you just want Chinese food, and if you hear Mexican music, you want Mexican food, and if you hear burger music, you want burger. I don't know what burger music would entail, other than America, F yeah, you know, America doesn't even have the best burgers. Like, what's up with that? They have good barbecue though, like pretty good barbecue, but burgers, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We have 4 more maps to do, guys, and we haven't died yet. This is a record for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, I have never survived this long in a red zone. Never, ever, not even once have I ever survived this long. And And maybe you know maybe you guys are like, oh, just go to the red zone, just go to the black zone. Maybe this is like you guys, this is like a regular day for y'all. But for me, this is some magical day where I'm just not being mercilessly hunted down and destroyed within minutes of entering a zone. Okay, it's a little wild. Maybe people forgot about me. I mean, there was the one guy earlier. He knew who I was. Oh, there's a little ganker, a little ganky boy. What you riding? 5'2" bloodletter. He's got the whatever that is. What is that fucking thing called? Taproot. What's a stupid name? Taproot. Tap out root. Lol. Oh, I want that. There's nothing on it. I'm not gonna bury it. I was hoping, like, sometimes when a ganker kills his prey, he gets shooed away by the blueberries. By the blues. I think Big Lips made that term blueberries. I've never seen it or heard it anywhere else. So I used it because I respect the term. Someone saw me enter that dungeon. I have been spotted. I think our run might be over. Maybe. I don't know. Shoot the rats. Give them the old 1, 2, 3 there. And, you know, I can see if a ganker enters the dungeon, because it is a red zone, that number at the bottom right will turn to a 1. So it is always good that I keep an eyeball on that sort of thing. And I'm sorry that I'm not super high efficient, mega focused speedrunning these dungeons, you know, with my actual armor that I decided to put on and use improperly because I didn't pre-buff the damage on it. Well, whatever, I'll just turn it off until I get my buffs. Well, let's see. Like I said, I'm just not... I'm not with it today. I'm just kind of out of it, okay? Just not having the greatest time. I mean, when you're in a constant pain from something, I don't even know what it is. I can assume it's gout from a constant diet of beans and rice, okay? Like, for months at a time. Maybe it's gout. I mean, someone told me beans cause gout, and when my primary diet is beans and rice, then maybe it is. Or it could be some flesh-eating bullshit. I don't know how I would get that at all. I'm a very clean man. I make sure to, you know, stay very hygienic. I'm not like the typical World of Warcraft basement-dwelling nerd. I wish I had a basement to dwell in. That would be so cool. Like I'm so poor, that's not an insult. You basement dweller, you live in your mom's basement. Oh, I wish, dude. Oh, that's the dream. That's the dream. Let me have that dream. I will live in your mom's basement. Oh, please. Please let me live in a basement. That would be so nice. Whoa, I'm very close to death here. Nope, 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 nope. We're gonna finagle this. I've got half a bar. He's grown big. He's a big boy. And we teleport away. We still did it. See, there you go. Just gotta focus up. And that was the worst chest of the run. Hardest fight, worst chest. Not really the hardest fight. I just goofed it. I'm too busy talking about living in a basement. See, I got excited. I got excited about living in a basement. My eyes widened and my dopamine spiked, and I was happy for just a little second that I could live in such a wondrous place, that of the basement. Is this a pathway? I don't... That's not a pathway. Yeah, no, it's not a pathway. I'll kill these dweebs anyway, these little skeleton nerds. These skelly bros. There we go, took them down. Now guys, how lucky would I be today if I had premium active, right? Like, that's another 50% of what we would be earning. Not bad, not bad. Oh, we got a ganker. We have a ganker in the dungeon. I wasn't paying attention. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take from E-Court and run and find a shrine. That's what we're doing. Run and find a shrine. And if we get a shrine buff, we have a chance. I'm gonna potion here. Did he execute me early? I'm in combat with him, but not the mobs. Can I zone in? I don't want to target the mob. So he vanished there? I'm probably dead here, but... I don't like that the mobs have aggro on me. Yeah, I'm totally dead here. Anyway, so yeah, that was interesting. That's the video, guys. Well, I survived an hour and 19 minutes. I normally don't survive that long in red zones, but yeah, there you go. It's pretty interesting that, was that the guy that was outside whenever I zoned in by chance? And like, that guy is pure blown ganker, so what's interesting is that he enters the dungeon. I guess he sees that I cleared the early mobs, and then he's like, oh, there's a dude in here, let's kill him. So he got, what, 100k worth of my stuff, but because I banked in that chest, okay, let's see, last city, Bridgewatch, yeah, of course. Because I banked everything in that chest every time I did the map run, you know, I actually made more than I lost. Like, these silver bags, boom, alone, that's more than my set cost. And then I have probably 1 million in that chest by now. I wasn't really keeping track. You can rewind the video when I deposited it all to see how much it was worth. The maps were maybe worth 6,000 each, so minus like 18,000 silver, and that's how much we earned in this video. I'm not gonna ride back out there and check. You can rewind the video. All right, guys. Well, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Leave a like, leave a comment, because I read every comment. It's not like I'm doing anything else. I don't have a working car. I'm stuck here playing this game so I don't die. And yeah, I read every comment. Just make sure it doesn't have a bad word in it, and make sure that if you put a period at the end of a sentence, that you add a space after the period. Otherwise, YouTube thinks you're typing in some shady website. Leave a comment on someone else's comments. Make sure that you're subscribed, because I make videos every day on this channel. You don't want to miss tomorrow's video. If you want to, you know, donate, you can click the thanks button and leave a monetary donation. You can flex on other people in the comment section, because it will show how much you donated. So if you're a big rich money pants guy that works in a fancy office job, you can totally flex your power and use it as a tax write-off and all that fun stuff. All right. Let's actually look at my gankers items, because I didn't check. Limo Singer, there you go. He had over level 100 spec and dagger pair, very respectable there. I love dagger pair, very fun build. He also had assassin shoes and assassin jacket and Hellion hood with that cape. The standard. I don't know what's with the smoke bomb. That's kind of interesting. I haven't seen that. The tier 8 poison potion though. But yeah, how much is his set worth? That's 60, 68. So he looks like he's ganking with an under 100k set. I guarantee you that guy's having, well, of course this cape is gonna push it above 100k. And a donkey mule. He's ganking on a mule. That's so cool. That's really neat. Okay. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of weird to die to that, but he's got the gank set going on, and I wasn't paying attention because, well, I'm filming a video, and you know, you can't just stare at that number the whole time anyway. Whatever, dudes. So yeah, if you wanna support the channel and become a channel member, click the join button. That is a $5 a month thing, and it's like being subscribed on Twitch, but it's for YouTube. It gives you access to private personal videos that I don't show to the public. There is a playlist in the pinned comment, so click that. If any of those members only videos interest you, go ahead and feel free to become a channel member. One video in particular is how to become a YouTuber, how to do tags, titles, optimization, how to properly title things, how to edit things, how to record things, and so on and so forth. It's 40 minutes long. It's very snappy. I made it in case I get hit on the head and forget how to be a YouTuber. And of course, like I was talking about earlier in the video, if you're a YouTuber over 1,000 subscribers and you've been actively working on videos and you're getting an okay amount of views, then hit me up to collab. I can share all of that information with you for free. You don't have to watch a video for it, but it does require you to be a YouTuber for that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If I stop uploading one day, then you know what happened. The foot, you know, turned into a demon and killed me in my sleep or something. Okay, guys. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully tomorrow you'll see me. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video, and take care.